Morning all. Thanks Liferay for the invitation. Where's the... Okay, next. So my name is Fernando Fernandez. I'm Java and Liferay team leader in Atom, Portugal. I work in Lisbon. And I also, as Anne said, help organizing the local Liferay users group. I'm from Porto, but before I talk a little bit about Porto, let me tell you, this talk is based on an article I wrote like a year ago. I was angry with a customer of ours that was stubbornly working in 6.2 and didn't want to upgrade. And I thought I should write something about this kind of situations. So I wrote a small post with this title. I think the best part of the post is the title. And 1 year later, the customer is still working in 6.2, so don't expect too much about this. As I said, I'm from Porto, so I feel the obligation of giving you a very small tourist tip. You will find lots of restaurants and lots of good food to eat around here, and you will find like two dishes, very frequent dishes. One is francesinha, which is in fact a new addition to the menus. It's very recent. It's like a sandwich with some sauce. And the other one is very old. It's tripas, it's stripes. It comes from the time when people had to give all the good meat to the naval discoveries effort, and they kept only the stomachs and intestines of the animals, and they ate that. So if you want a very good Portuguese experience, you should try tripas, but I must confess I'm not a fan of either one. Okay, some questions. Who in the audience has built service builder modules in your career? Yeah, almost everyone. And in the last 6 months? Oh, so some. And who has used Java 17 to build new projects? Nobody? One? Okay. And who has built new projects with Liferay 7.4? Okay. So, don't you feel you are missing out on the newest things? Missing out on using the best technologies that are there, using faster, doing faster development, or hiring the best developers? Because you might be missing out on that if you stay on the old ways of working. Let's go into a very fast, very quick technology nostalgia. So Java is here, was out in '95. Immediately came out with applets, so it was connected with the internet explosion then. And then we had servlets, and everybody was doing servlets, lots of opportunities to develop web applications. Then we have enterprise Java Beans. And finally, 20 years ago, we had the portlet, the portal, and lots of companies started offering portals and portlets. And Liferay too. And Liferay with the model that we know thrives and is still here today, and almost all the other competitors don't support portals anymore or don't support it decently. So Liferay was used mainly for applications, for running applications, which is the base of a Java portal. But also Liferay added content management and website management. And it was a key differentiator. It was very important for the success of Liferay. Liferay was a solution for everything and everybody. So it was an obvious choice for Java development teams to work on, because also it was open source, it was very flexible, very extensible. But at a certain point, we started having some problems. And the problems, especially after 7.0, as Brian mentioned, OSGI hurdles. It was very hard to develop with the OSGI as soon as 7.0 came out. We had long build and deploy times. We have competing emerging technologies, taking away the best developers. We have difficult hiring new people and keeping people working on Liferay specialized development. And we find out that heavily customized portals are very hard to upgrade. And hence, we have very good customers that don't want to leave 6.2, for example. So also the market changed. Web development changed a lot. Servlets are not enough. Portlets are not enough. We start having JavaScript frameworks, very successful, very famous. .NET changed to an open source model. Also, it's a threat, not a big one, but it's a threat. New projects must be launched very quickly, and so we have to be very fast, and we are not very able to be fast with the typical Liferay development. Business users and power users want autonomy. They don't want to be dependent on the Java development team. And of course, security is a growing concern. Performance is a growing concern. Search engine optimization is a growing concern. And these are moving targets. They are changing every day. So we cannot work with old versions. We cannot be slow in development. So Liferay, the company, acknowledged this and worked on reinventing the product, like Brian told us. They worked. I am not going to be exhaustive. I'm not talking about everything important in Liferay. People much better than me will do this for these 2 days. So just a couple of things. The design system was changed. Based in Bootstrap, it was built. Clay, which was inspired by Lexicon. The move to React on the UI was a very important one. The creation of the Atlas API, the explosive growth of out-of-the-box features. If you look into Liferay nowadays, it's totally different from 6.2. It has lots and lots of new features and very important features. It's not complete yet, but it's very different and it's going in the right direction. So, but still, the market, the customers need the same potential for growth and integration. And Liferay is going that way too. And just to talk about a couple of important things, I think. Fast site building. We always had fast site building with Liferay, but now it's much more powerful with the new types of pages, the new editor. We can just drag and drop lots of different components. It can be static content, can be dynamic content, can be applications. And we can style everything without recurring to a theme. We can style everything with extensions, with style books and page templates, and the component configuration also. Liferay was always very strong on displaying dynamic content. We had the asset publisher, which was, we still have, which is very, very powerful. But it depends on free market programming, and it's not easy for everybody. So we now have visual components that can be composed in a page, and we don't need, most of the times, we don't need free marker. We can do it visually with components like collection display and collection filter. We can do very complex pages very quickly with just the editor or with some custom fragments.
And the experience differentiation is also a very important factor in new websites. We need to adapt. We cannot just rely on search engine optimization to get the user come to us. We have to keep the user and to engage the user. And to engage the user, we must adapt quickly to the user needs or to the user behavior. So we must have tools to change the appearance of the page very quickly and very easily. So Liferay offers us several ways of differentiate the experience. For example, based on user characteristics, on user behavior. Even for anonymous users, we can use geographical location, content categories the user has seen, device type, languages, etc. In this image, I have an example of differentiation based on location. It's not really an out-of-the-box example. And also indexing and search. Search was not good in Liferay 6, and it has become very, very good in the later versions. We have to remember that Google will not index all our websites. Google will explicitly say so. So we have to make sure that our content is available for and searchable for the users. So we have to have at least one very good search page, but probably it will be not enough. If the website is big enough, we will have several specialized web search pages, and we can customize filters and search options. We can change the relevance. We can customize the relevance, the way the relevance is calculated. We can let the user choose the sorting, the ordering of the output. We can format the output. There has been a lot of very good changes in search. And of course, applications. We are mostly developers. We do applications. And before, our applications were constrained by the Java stack that Liferay used. And the allocated resources to the Liferay instance. Then we had JavaScript widgets. We could do applications without knowing Java and without dealing with OSGI. It was a very important move. Now we have even more autonomy. We can do with whatever technology stack we want. And we just have to build our applications as web components and register them in Liferay, and they can be integrated easily. So this is very important for us, for our way of working. But this is only a small glimpse. You already have seen lots of more information about these new features. But if you were not convinced to work with Liferay 7.4, I hope you have an itch to start working with it now. So if you want to go 7.4, you still have a lot of options and the new ones. And you still have the community edition, which is a very good way of starting to work with Liferay. And you have the commercial editions. You still have on-premises. You have the previous cloud offering that now is called the platform as a service, and you have software as a service. It's important to understand that in all of these solutions, you have different kinds of support and different kinds of functionality for support. In community, you depend only on yourself and on the community. In the commercial offering, you depend on Liferay support, but Liferay on cloud offering offers you more services. You can have pipeline management, development to production pipeline in the self-managed cloud offering, and on Liferay LXC, you have auto-scaling, you have automatic upgrades, You have disaster recovery and CDN. It's lots of good operation services that are included in the offering. So, as a developer, where are you in these scenarios? The role of the developer has changed, has evolved. You will be using less Java. You as a team, your team, your development team. You will use Java when needed. You will have other alternatives if you want. You will use better Java because you are not constrained by the Java that Liferay is using. It's important to be free to use newer versions of Java. You will use probably more JavaScript, and you will develop remote applications. You will worry about cloud readiness because you don't know. Today you can be on premises, tomorrow you can be on cloud. You will work with less code. You have tools that allow you to not to code or to code very little, and that's important for your productivity. And you will have to spend more time on customer needs because that's what gets you the money to work. So, what we can do, we have to embrace the new features. We have to embrace the new architectures. We have to empower our designers and our power users to let them work on the platform and let them be free to develop new things with the tools that are available for them. We can enjoy the technology, the technological flexibility. We can try out new tools and mix them with Liferay. We should treat Liferay as a new product because it really is, as Brian was saying, it's been a rebirth. It's not the same product. We should treat it. We should talk to customers as Liferay is a new product. We should talk to our colleagues. As the title says, forget Liferay. It's the new Liferay. We have to work the market as a new product. And we should help bring new developers to the community. We have to write posts, to talk with new developers, to engage with our customers, etc. So, wrapping up, we have changing demands. Liferay was reinvented, and our role has changed. Users want more autonomy, faster delivery, flexibility, security, and performance. Liferay has lots of new tools to work, and we must use them, or we will lose our market. And our role is to embrace change and deliver value for the customer, but also value for our team, because our team will not be happy to continue with the old ways. And that's all. Questions, comments in the intervals if you want. I'll be around here. So, thank you all.